Hi there everyone and welcome to another Pokemon Ultra Moon battle. This is a battle I had a while back while I was streaming on Twitch. I was saying in the chat that nah, Trickroom in singles is just not a viable strategy. I mean in VGC, fantastic, but singles, no. My opponent here begged to differ and challenged me with this hardcore OU team. This was a highly experimental team of mine. I really wanted to use Galisspot in singles for a change, and I figured the other Pokemon helped balance it out. So, this is how it went. My apologies if my voice sounds a little weird. Feels like there's something in my throat, but I can't get rid of it. So, of course, I lead off with Shuckle. Shuckle, a premier hazard setter. Unfortunately, we do see a Keldeo. That's going to be a bit annoying for me, because Keldeo, being a water type, will do super effective damage to Shuckle. Glad to see it only does just over half there, but Keldeo is quite an annoying Pokemon, so I really want it to go down as soon as possible, so I'm going to get a Toxic off on it, instead of going for my usual hazard straight away. And since I want Shuckle to stay around, I'm going to switch out into something that resists water. My assault-vested Ichijuji should be best at this. Take the score like a champ, and we don't get burned. This will allow me to hit back with a Leaf Storm, and even if he does switch out, my attack will be increased by 50%, special attack that is. Does switch out into the Magearna. Magearna is quite a pesky Pokemon. We do an alright amount of damage, and our special attack has been doubled. So, let's go for Hidden Power. Hidden Power Fire, doing nice damage, but out comes that pesky Trick Room, as my opponent had suggested. I believe I'll be okay. Ichijuji is quite bulky, and with an Assault Vest I should be able to live anything. Except for probably a Z move, coming off a base 140 power attack. Or is it 130? Whatever, Flare Cannon. But yeah, boosted by the Twinkle Tackle, I don't think there's any way that Ichijuji is surviving this. Quite unfortunate. One of my best offensive mons goes down very quickly. But Magearna is at -1 special attack right now, so that is something good. Well, Trick Room's up, and Galisspot, of course, does love Trick Room. I'm not 100% sure if Galisspot will be slower than the Magearna, though, so instead of risking it, I'm going to go for the Aqua Jet with priority. Does a nice amount of damage, super effective. That confuses me. I thought that thing was rock and steel, and water isn't very effective. Oh, no, it is. Water is neutral on steel, that's right. I'm expecting a rock attack here, so I switch out into Excadrill. And that is exactly what we see coming. Now, I think I could live an Earthquake, but he actually goes for the Superpower, which, nope, I cannot live. So, down I go. Unfortunate, my Pokemon are dropping like flies here, it's a bit scary. But we see the attack increase with the Beast Boost, and the Trick Room returns to normal. We all know how slow that Stack Attacker is, so Galisspot will outspeed and one-hit KO probably with a Liquidation. Since it did get the attack increase, we know that its defense IVs aren't perfect. In comes the Landorus. While I can probably hit any, live any hit the Landorus wants to do, I am going to switch out here because the chances of my ability emergency exit activating from a rock attack are high. And I figure Shuckle will be good here. I'll be able to get up some hazards. As we actually see, that is a hazard setting Landorus. So probably one of the more bulky defensive ones. And yeah, it can't do very much damage to Shuckle. But this allows me to stay in and get my hazards up nicely. I decided to go for Stealth Rock, because it seems my opponent's team is more orientated for a slow speed. And Landorus, of course, is a flying type. So I'd rather get damage with each switch as opposed to a speed drop. Catches me off guard here. I was going to let Shuckle go down. I figured Shuckle had done his job. And I just went for the Encore in case he decided to set up. But yeah, this allows Magirno to finish me off. But luckily, Fleur Cannon gives a harsh special attack drop. So it lowers its special attack by 2 stages, while its Soul Heart ability will only increase it by 1 stage after each knockout. Yep, now's a good time to bring in Salazzle. I resist Fairy 4 times, and Steel 2 times. So I could set up here, but I don't want to take the risk and decide to just go straight for the offense. I am a bit worried as most of my offensive Pokemon have gone down already. In comes in the Reptar. That is going to be a big problem if that thing starts Dragon Dancing or Mega Evolving. So here I make the risky play of staying in and going for the Will-O-Wisp. If we can neuter its special physical attack, then all is well. That is the case, and out comes a Pursuit. Doing decent damage. Sorry about the lag here. I forgot to close my internet tabs before recording. And yeah, he went for the Pursuit, so I decided to stay in and just go for another attack. I didn't want to bother trying to switch and just have him knock me out with a Pursuit. Even with the burn, his attack is still very high. But now, this is a crippled Pokemon, and this will allow me to bring in Togekiss. For a moment, I thought this was my more offensive Togekiss with Aura Sphere and Nasty Plot, but we see it is actually my defensive Cleric Togekiss with Wish, Heal Bell, Protect, and Dazzling Gleam. So, I decide to go for the Wish here. I'm fairly sure that the Landorus is not that great of an attacker. Oof, man, the sand is causing so much lag, I apologize. I need a new processor for my PC. Goes for the knockoff, unfortunately getting rid of my leftovers. But I can go straight for the Dazzling Gleam here. Which does an okay amount of damage, could be better. And the Wish heals me back up to full, thankfully. I'm fairly sure Landorus doesn't have any rock moves now, so I don't have to feel too afraid of it. I'll just keep wishing up and attacking. In comes the Reptar. I went straight for the offense there, luckily. And do super effective damage, bringing it down to the range where a burn will finish it off. And now that the sand is gone, my video is a lot less laggy. It just occurs to me that my opponent's last 3 Pokemon, 2 of them are weak to Fairy, so this could be advantageous. We see it is actually the Mega Latios. Very powerful Pokemon, but I am a bulky Fairy type. I can't remember if I'm max defense or just really high defense. I definitely know I'm a bold nature. So I'm able to Wish Stall here. Out comes another Psyshock. No need for me to protect there. I know a Wish will bring me back up to a point where he cannot KO me. And my Dazzling Gleam did a surprisingly good amount of damage for no special attack investment. That is the power of special attack stab. Go for the Wish here. A Psyshock might take me out from this range, so I am going to protect and make sure I restore a load of HP. Nicely done, Togekiss. Togekiss is such a versatile Pokemon, you can do so much with it. From that annoying Serene Grace flinch style, to a Cleric like the one we see here, to a nasty plotting, special attacking monster. The only thing is its speed is a little lackluster and it does need a Sticky Web support for that set. So we live on 20 and are able to get off another Dazzling Gleam. And the Wish I threw up should activate now, bringing me back up to over half. Beautiful Togekiss. So in comes Keldeo, who is of course weak to Fairy. I think I can survive any move from it. I do have quite a high special defense. And we see that is the case. Super effective attack does take out the Keldeo instantly. And this is with no special attack investment. Togekiss is a beast. In comes that Landorus, who is the more defensive SETI up Landorus, who of course can't hurt me too much. I may even outspeed. Nah, I don't outspeed. But yeah, it goes for the U-turn. My guess is this other offensive move is Earthquake, which of course won't affect me. And that U-turn I times 4 resist. And get a critical hit to finish off the Landorus. Excellent. That was a very interesting battle. I'm very glad Golisopod managed to put in some good work there, as did Togekiss, two of the Pokemon I weren't expecting to put in as much work. But yes, that further bolsters my belief that Trick Room is just not the greatest strategy for single battles. So, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed.